2 years ago, I felt like a wasted potential. I had no direction, no purpose. I was just surviving. I'd wake up, I'd play video games for hours, I'd eat whatever was in the fridge, I would barely focus on school, then I would repeat. I was just floating through life, no real ambition. And honestly, it felt comfortable. But deep down, I knew I was just wasting my time. And then one day, I found basketball, and everything changed. At first, it was just fun, something to pass the time. But then the more I played, the more I realized I wanted to be good. No, I needed to be great. And to get there, I had to change everything about my life. I stopped gaming so much. I started eating better. I trained as much as I could. And for the first time ever, I had a goal. But here's the thing, setting up a goal is the easy part. Staying motivated through all the obstacles, that's where most people give up. So once I decided to take basketball seriously, I quickly realized something brutal. I was way behind everyone else. I started so late. My competition I'd already been playing for years. They were taller, they were faster, they were stronger. And worst of all, I was living in Canada. I couldn't even train for half the year because of winter. And when I finally got to college tryouts, reality hit even harder. I wasn't ready at all. I didn't make the team. I wasn't good enough. I was too small, too unskilled. And I won't lie, giving up would have been so easy at that point. I could have just said, oh well, I tried, and moved on. But I didn't. Because I had one thing keeping me in the fight. My why. I didn't just want to play basketball. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to prove that no matter how late you start, no matter how far behind you are, you can still succeed if you want it bad enough. So I had to figure out how to stay motivated despite all the setbacks. And what I found is something that applies to any goal in any part of life. Here's something most people don't realize. Change happens overnight. Not the results, those take time. But the decision to change, that happens in a single moment. One day, I just decided that I wasn't gonna waste my time anymore. That basketball wasn't just a hobby, it was part of who I was. And from that moment on, everything else became easy. When something matters to you, when you give it real meaning, following through doesn't feel like discipline. It feels like the only option. Think about it. If your goal is just something cool to achieve, you'll quit the second it gets tough. But if your goal is part of who you are, nothing can stop you. So if you're waiting for motivation, stop. Just make the choice right now. Decide that today is the day you stop wishing and start working. Now, if you do have a goal, whether it's getting better at a sport, a game, or anything else you want in life, here's how to set it up properly. First of all, you have to define your goal the right way. Your goal needs to be specific. Don't just say, I want to get better. Say, for example, for me, I want to make my college basketball team. But if you have a goal about Minecraft, you could say, well, I want to get the pups role, something specific. Second of all, it needs to be ambitious, but realistic. It should push you outside of your comfort zone, but still be possible with enough effort. Just look at something that you think is achievable, but that you also think you are not good enough to get to. And then, get to it. Third of all, your goal must be concrete. It cannot be just a dream, but something that actually matters long term. And here's the trick. Make your goal bigger than itself. I didn't just play basketball to play basketball. It gave my life meaning. It made me more disciplined, it made me healthier, it made me someone I could respect. Your goal should elevate you in every single aspect of your life. One of the most important things when you think about success is to not think about reaching the finish line, not hitting the big milestone. That mindset is toxic. If I had judged my success by how good I was compared to others, I would have quit immediately because the gap was just way too big. Instead, I started measuring success by the actions I took every day. Did I train today? Did I push myself harder than yesterday? Did I learn something from my losses? If the answer was yes, then I was winning, no matter what the scoreboard said. That's what keeps you moving forward. At first, I was obsessed with proving to others that I was improving. I wanted everybody to see how hard I was working, to believe in me. And every time I lost, it hurt so much, because it felt like proof that I was failing. But then I had a realization that changed everything. I stopped trying to prove myself. I started trying to improve myself. Every game, every failure, every mistake, it was just a lesson. Losing didn't mean I was bad. It meant I had something to learn. Once I embraced that, I became addicted to challenges. If my shot wasn't landing one day, instead of getting frustrated, I focused on my passing. If I struggled against a certain type of player, I studied them and figured out what I could take from their game. I stopped seeing obstacles as problems. I started seeing them as opportunities. And that's when everything changed. Now, here's my challenge for you. Pick one goal. Just one. And for the next month, the next 30 days, build your life around it. If you need to eat better to improve at it, do it. If you need to sleep more, fix your schedule. If you need more time to practice, handle your responsibilities first so you free up time. When everything in your life connects to your goal, you move forward automatically. And the best part, you'll be happier than ever. So what's your goal? Comment below. I want to see what you guys are aiming for. Let's grow together. And if this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe. We're only getting started.